Alright people, Catfish Dave here. It is pretty much getting post-spawn in Fort Loudon. I've done a couple trips here, caught some okay sized fish. Fish are coming off the nest. I was fishing Watch Bar for a good month straight because that's the first area for fish to come off the nest. They go on the nest first. It's farther downriver. The upper parts of the river are colder, the lower parts are warmer, and as soon as the temperature gets right, fish go on the nest. So they go on the nest sooner down there. Work in a different area for the first time since, I don't know, probably the spring since I fished here. I was on some fish downriver and I got someone possibly coming from out of town to fish with me. And I don't want to spook those fish off, so I'm working a different spot of the river just to give it a try, and who knows, hey, this may be better. It's morning, about a little after 9 a.m. and I'm only going to fish about an hour and a half. It's been extremely hot, no wind, no breeze. My camera will be shutting off after that. I've got three of my favorite baits on those rods over there this time of year, which is white bass or yellow bass. Something about these post-spawn fish and the bigger ones tend to key on that stuff. Seems like the skipjack and shad catch smaller fish this time of year. But we got it. We're on the way out here to the channel, and we're going to run this channel up here and see what kind of fish we can get on this morning bite. I would have got a earlier start, but I spent the first part of the morning catching bait, which is tough this time of year. I'm catching enough to fish, basically. Catching more skipjack than I am white bass, and I'd rather have the white bass, so we've got white bass on all three hooks right now. I'm just letting the trolling motor take me out here. I haven't even fired up the actual boat motor this morning. Sitting there catching bait right at the ramp. We're just heading straight out here to the channel. Well, all right, y'all, we're pulling 0.5. Going to give it about an hour, hour and a half out here. And it's going to be too dag blasted hot. Woo! First fish on the board, a scarred up post-spawn fish, and we got our white bass back. That's what I like to see. First one of the morning. On a different spot of the river. We just scouting it out right now. I am farther upriver this trip, which means the fish come off the nest even later here, and that's why I'm testing it out. Plus, I don't want to wear out those fish downriver before my friend comes up here. So we're going to sore lip different fish. We're going through a debris field. bunch of wood and crap. We have no flow in the river to wash this stuff out of here. Hopefully our planer boards go through all this crap. I'm fixing to run into a dang tree right here. There's a couple big sticks floating right next to my boat. That planer board just jumped over one. Problem is, it's pulling the line right over the top of it, so. That wasn't no fish, that was my line going over that log that my planer board jumped over. If I would have been thinking, I would have known that. But I just got them cat-like reflexes when that rod goes down. I can tell you that this section of the river is way less fish in it than where I was working downriver. And that's why we come. Because, hey, it could have been better. And we don't know until we go and find out. Yeah, outside board. He's coming to the boat right now. Making it easy on me. They're preferring these chunks over that headpiece today. Last week it was the opposite. They only wanted the head, so. Big old mouthful of white bass. I just got the Tennessee River in my eye. Fish number 2 out here. Straighten out. Yeah. Yeah, this section of the river is not putting out what the lower end is right now. And that's fine, because I don't want to spook those fish down there right now. The main reason I'm here is so the fishing stays good down there. We'll just keep hooking that same piece of white bass. Fish all day with one white bass. Oh shoot. Coming to the boat. Coming to the boat. That fish pulled pretty good. My drag is set a little tight. I just loosened it up a bit. This is a better fish here. We got a better fish on now. Yeah, that's not a bad fish there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad one there. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Yeah, we'll get the sun out of the camera here. That's a nice one right there, y'all. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Get in there, big boy. Well, we found one decent one up here. Less fish in this section of the river. But we caught a couple. One nice one. Around here, that's good fish. The white bass center sections are getting it done today. They ain't wanting no heads. I don't have long to fish before it gets too hot, so I'm not going to use any more of my white bass. I'll throw a center section of skipjack. Every time I fish this spot, there's a dude on the mower. I don't care if you come out here in January, there's a dude on the mower over here in the same exact spot. Yeah, we'll throw a center section of the skipjack on, because I'm not going to be here a whole lot longer this morning. It's going to be too hot. I believe that planer board just jumped over another log. My line's probably going over the top of it. Yeah. That planer board was not running wide because it's on a stick. Yeah. Back rod cannot catch a fish today. That's the way it works sometimes. This one don't feel too bad. Yeah, he don't feel too bad. I don't think it's as big as that one, but he ain't no little dinky fish. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Oh yeah, that's a nice wide-headed fish. Fresh off the nest, pretty marked up looking. Oh yeah. Yeah, pretty marked up fish. Yeah, that one's fresh off the nest there. See him scarred up. Not too bad of a fish. To let you know, spawn is just getting over with in this part of the river. We're still fishing with that same old piece of white bass. There ain't much place left to hook it on the back, so we're going to hook it down here. That white bass is great bait this time of year. White bass, yellow bass, once the fish officially get off the nest, is my favorite cut bait up until the fall, and then it switches back into skipjack. We'll see if my planer board can dodge that big stick right there. Oh, come on. Gosh dang sticks. I just threw that thing out, y'all. I just threw that thing out. Oh yeah, it's going to catch right in it too. We'll probably have to pull the whole thing in. There's a short but fat stick going by the boat. Now the guy's got a dag blasted leaf blower going on up there. Well y'all, this is just a short trip. I've actually got to take someone to the doctor here at noon. A scouting mission. I knew there was fish down there, and I didn't want to keep sore lipping those fish. I figured this was a good opportunity to go farther up into the river and see what stage these fish are in as far as being on or off the nest. And we're definitely seeing signs of them coming off the nest even all the way up here. So mission successful. A couple nice fish for this lake. And white bass proves to be the king of baits this time of year over and over. That was a little dink bite on the skipjack. I've got skipjack in the cooler, but I sure hope I run into some more white bass. Either way, this is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes the fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.